Hello, welcome you to watching Daily News and now today's headlines.
President Trương Tấn Sang receives visiting Speaker of the Australian House of Representatives, Anna Burke. Vietnam earns over $1 billion from exporting 2.38 million tons of rice. A solemn ceremony is held in Ho Chi Minh City to commemorate Bruder Thích Quảng Đức.
President Trương Tấn Sang on May 23rd met visiting Speaker of the Australian House of Representatives, Anna Burke, in Hanoi. He affirmed the Vietnamese government will do its utmost to back the two legislative bodies to further their cooperation.
The President highly valued the bilateral ties which have been flourishing over 40 years. He lauded the signing of a new cooperation agreement between the parliaments of Australia and Vietnam. Sang thanked the Australian government for providing official development assistance (ODA) for infrastructure and social welfare improvement projects in Vietnam and in the Mekong Delta region. He voiced his hope that the Australian House, state and people will continue creating conditions for Vietnamese people living in the country. For her part, Burke affirmed the importance of the comprehensive partnership with Vietnam in Australia's foreign policies. The Speaker pledged to actively implement the signed agreements with Vietnam's National Assembly, emphasizing that her nation wants to increase the exchange of delegations at all levels between the two countries and legislative bodies to deepen bilateral ties. Earlier the same day, President Trương Tấn Sang received Chief Representative of the Japan International Cooperation Agency, Summa Motonori, before he says farewell to Vietnam. He spoke highly of the role of Motonori during his 2008-2013 working term in Vietnam. The President expressed hope that in his new capacity as Chief Trade and Commerce Representative for Kansai, Summa will continue working for stronger cooperation between the region and Vietnam. Summa Motonori took the occasion to thank the Vietnamese government, organizations and agencies for giving him the assistance he needed while working here. He said Japan will continue providing Vietnam with ODA in various fields, particularly for large-scale infrastructural projects relating to the East-West Avenue in Ho Chi Minh City, a metro route, and a cosmological research center in Hanoi. Earlier on May 22nd, Summa Motonori was awarded an insignia for his contributions to the Vietnamese National Assembly's activities.
"30 businesses from the Vietnamese Defense Ministry on May 22nd attended the France-Vietnam Business Forum in Paris' outskirts city of Neuilly-sur-Seine to seek potential partners in their fields. We have more.
Besides introducing their products, the businesses sought French partners, especially in construction, machinery, chemicals, garments and textiles, pharmacy, medical equipment, rubber, coffee, and vocational training. This is Vietnamese defense businesses' first presence in the French market as part of Vietnam's National Trade Promotion Plan approved by the Ministry of Industry and Trade. France is one of Vietnam's major trade partners. Many French businesses have shown their interest in Vietnamese defense enterprises, which contribute 8 to 10% to the national gross domestic product annually. Earlier in April, 91 French businesses, including 26 from the French region, attended a business forum in Ho Chi Minh City.
A job bazaar for guest workers returning home from the Republic of Korea was held in northern Bắc Ninh province on May 22nd as part of efforts to ensure stable employment and social security for the returnees.
The event saw the participation of 51 Korean enterprises operating in the province and surrounding areas. Right in the morning, more than 400 former guest workers registered to take part in recruitment interviews. The bazaar, the second of its kind held in the country so far, aimed to help guest workers coming home from the Republic of Korea find vacancies suitable to their skills and encourage those who are working overseas to return home when their contracts expire. Since 2004, nearly 72,000 Vietnamese workers have been sent to work in the Republic of Korea. Some 58,000 Vietnamese people are working in the Republic of Korea, and so far this year, about 11,000 workers have returned home.
The Vietnam Food Association has reported that Vietnam has shipped abroad 2.38 million tons of rice so far this year, earning a revenue of over $1 billion.
The figure included over 233,000 tons shipped since the beginning of May, which brought home $95.7 million. Earlier, the association said Vietnam targets exporting 2.2 million tons of rice in the second quarter of the year, raising the total export volume for the first 6 months to 3.65 million tons. In 2012, Vietnam exported 7.72 million tons of rice, earning $3.45 billion, representing an increase of 8.29% in volume, but a fall of 1.98% in value. In the year, Vietnam ranked second after India in rice export.
According to the Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers, Japan has lifted its regulation on imported Vietnamese shrimp. It will no longer be tested for the herbicide trifluorine.
The regulation has been applied to all kinds of shrimps imported from Vietnam since October 2010. It led to a close watch on the industry from shrimp breeding to final processing by Vietnam's Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. However, experts believe Vietnam is heading in the right direction in controlling seafood quality. To push up seafood exports to the Japanese market, Deputy Director of the Department of Fisheries Nguyễn Huy Điền said, localities need to further focus on preventing shrimp disease. Japan now remains one of Vietnam's leading shrimp importers. In the first 4 months of 2013, Vietnam exported $168 million of shrimp to this market, up 2.4% over the same period last year.
Chairman and Chief Executive Officers of shopware giant FPT Corporation Trương Gia Bình has become the first Vietnamese businessman to be awarded 2013 Nikkei Asia Prize for his contributions to the regional growth in information technology industry.
The award ceremony took place in Tokyo on May 22nd in the presence of Vietnamese Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Thiện Nhân, who is on a 3-day visit to Japan. Bình, 26 years old, received the award for his contributions to the development of his own company, but also to that of the information technology sector in Vietnam. He set up a software industry organization and a university to foster information technology experts. Nikkei Asia Prizes were also awarded to Indian professor Thera Amibahavi and Cambodian architect Van Molivan. The annual prize recognizes the achievements of people and organizations that have improved the lives of people throughout Asia.
The Ho Chi Minh City chapter of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha on May 23rd held a commemoration service for Bodhisattva Thích Quảng Đức, who set himself on fire 50 years ago to protest the war in Vietnam.
Addressing the event, Most Venerable Thích Trí Quảng, Vice Chairman of the Sangha Executive Board, said Thích Quảng Đức self-immolation sparked a sense of national solidarity among Buddhist sects across the country. Most Venerable Thích Quảng Đức was born as Lâm Văn Tuất in Vạn Khánh Commune, Vạn Ninh District, the central province of Khánh Hòa, in 1897. He actively fought for religious freedom and equality in the southern regions in 1963 when it was governed by the U.S.-backed Saigon administration. On June 11, 1963, he soaked himself in petrol, struck a match and set himself on fire to protest against the repression of Buddhists by the Saigon government. He was honored as a Bodhisattva in 1964 after the unified Vietnam Buddhist Sangha came into being.
That's the news from Hanoi. I'm Bang Ngọc. Thank you for watching and see you next time.